The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr, big hold of the 30. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
93. 93. Hey, Alpha.
Now Carr. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Hey, Charlie.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Carr completes it. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Carr. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Right there, 54, right there, right there, 54, Mike.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off off to the right. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You know, Charles, season winding down. Time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
54. Watch the out. Watch the out.
Red 80. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
54. Right there. Right there. 50.
Darnold from the gun. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go.
Again, Darnold. And that is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Shoot.
22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber. Red 80.
Now here we go on 4th. Darnold. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football?
This is intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's 3rd down.
54, right there, 54, Mike.
In your face.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A first down throw, Darnold. Got an open man, it's a noon one. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
54, right there. 54, Mike. It's a party now. It's a party now. Under 10, 10.
On first down, it's Darnold. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Harold Landry make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'm coming after you. Chest. Mike 5-4. Hey,
80. To try again after the sack. Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He finds his target, it's Crowder. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Here's Darnold. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Jets will extend their lead.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield. That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there. And he got into the end zone.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jordan Willis, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Watch the whip.
You draw quarter.
He's crossing. He's checking.
Shotgun now for Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get real.
He's got him in. Complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 67 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets will extend their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they? Mohamed Sanu with nobody ahead of him. He's at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Mohamed Sanu, 78 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop the franchise.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 13.
Mike, 54. 93. 54.
To throw is Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr, he'll find his running back here, Richard. The 30, 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jalen Richard, 87 yards, and the Raiders get a score closer. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Working from the gun, it's Carr, and he'll get in for the score, and that's going to cut the lead down to 13. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Going deep now, and that's caught inside the 30. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20, this one over 30. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Here's Darnold. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Darnold. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And he's going to go down again. A safety with a sack there, LaMarcus Joyner.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor, and they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Carr now on 1st down. He's airing it out for Sanu. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. There he goes left side. That's a touchdown for the Jets. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Stop your whining.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
Now Carr to try again after the pick six. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Here's Carr to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. He's looking deep for Bell. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, 58 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Thought maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
I'm here all day.
On 1st down, Darnold. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Marcus May with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Herndon's got it complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
We own them. We own them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Here's Sanu on the catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Carr now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Willis make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now Carr. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ryan Switzer, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders get a score closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The Jets on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be third and forever.
Right there.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Harold Landry in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Carr going to throw. Finding some room at midfield. And this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first because I had trouble absorbing that. That's big time right there, right? That means everything just about has gone right for them and his squad in this game. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
6-18. Hey, Wahoo!
And the Raiders first down.
On 1st down, Carr. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
SOS, SOS, SOS.
Express.
You gotta get moving, man. Man moving. You gotta
9.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike.
You're mine.
Mike's 54.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Rip left. Hey, watch set. Check.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it down.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. He was looking for a Nunwa there. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there. Get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. 2 incompletions haven't moved them any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant.
On fourth down, Darnold. Herndon hauls it in for the Jet touchdown. Chris Herndon, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football and everything else should flow.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Carr now on first down. Open man is Switzer, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. On first down, Carr going for it all. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his second touchdown of the night. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two.
Here we go. Ain't no way.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Five.
Now Carr again. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Let's get this ball back.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Defense 694.
From the gun, it's Carr. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Marcus May with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And Darnold wants to throw the football. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Young lady. Hey, Alpha.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Got a man, it's Berrios complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Darnold. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let's see what you got. 36.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jamison Crowder with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
Now, I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. One final try now for Carr. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, it's a good fifth win for them as they play out the string. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Oakland, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now.